The only reason that you should consider getting a government job, or any job for that matter, is that it will better your life. That's the trade-off. The agency gets the value that you bring in order to accomplish its mission. You get a better life. If the job doesn't better your life, then you shouldn't take it. It's as simple as that. I spoke with a single father recently. He had a 6-year-old daughter and was barely making it by. Paycheck to paycheck, just like millions of other Americans. He was a military veteran, had 10 years in the military, didn't know what his experience was actually worth, so he settled for a $45,000 a year job in security. He was barely getting any help. He wanted to be able to provide more for his daughter. And he was getting tired of applying to Indeed just to get ghosted, just not to hear back from anyone. One night he calls me, explains his situation. We find multiple jobs in the government that would align with his experience. 0346, logistics. 0085, security. 0301, administrative. All these jobs lined up. We developed a real plan, a campaign to apply in volume with a strong resume. Now, this process took months. Some months, he was encouraged. He was ready to get after it. Other months, there was discouragement. He wasn't getting any results. But after 5 months, a GS-11 offer came in. This offer had him starting at $85,000 a year. That pretty much almost doubled his salary that he was making as a security guard. Now, he has more time to spend with his daughter. Now he has less money worries. The only sad part of this story is he could have done this years earlier, but he didn't because he didn't know what he didn't know. And there are people that I know right now that have a GS-7. One guy in particular in North Carolina holding a GS-7, which might be fine for a lot of people, might be fine for you, I don't know. But I tell you what, it's not fine for 10, 15, 20 plus years, and he's still sitting there. What does a GS-7 get paid? Around $50,000 a year? That salary, it's not enough to experience what life has to offer. Can you afford a house, a family, vacations? What if something breaks? Do you have enough money in the bank? If something breaks that you can fix it? If not, you have a weight on your shoulder. It's heavy and it becomes depressing. It becomes a source of anxiety. But when you decide to stay in the job that you're currently at, you have made a decision. You're content. You're happy where you're at. Maybe that's true, maybe it's not. And then a decade or more goes by before you have the realization that you should be earning more. You should be experiencing more. There are many people I know in the military, they were earning $80,000, $90,000 a year. They get out of the military and now they're making $50,000, $60,000. They've taken a $30,000 a year pay cut. Who told you that you have to take a pay cut? I would like to know, because you do not have to take a pay cut. You're making a decision to do that. There are other ways where you can earn even more. On the contrary, when you switch jobs, when you switch careers, you should be earning more money. The chances are there is a better job out there for you. A job that develops you better, that challenges you better, that pays you better. It's out there, but you might never get it. Because in order for you to get it, you have to want it more than anyone else. Your friends and family, they might want good things for you. People that you interact with daily, they want good things for you. They might want you to get a better job, but they can never want it more than you want it yourself. And if you don't want it to that level yourself, it's not going to fall on your lap. It's not just going to hit you upside the head one day. That's not how highly paid, highly desirable jobs work. That's just not how life works. But maybe you're earning well right now. Maybe you're happy. $150,000 a year? Are you earning $200,000 a year? I spoke with a man in his late 50s. He was making $250,000 a year, but he wanted a federal government job. Why? He would obviously be taking a pay cut. Well, there were two reasons mainly. The first reason is he wanted another stream of revenue in retirement. He wanted to earn that pension after just 5 years. And the second reason, he wanted his time back. Yeah, he was earning $250,000 a year in a high-paced sales environment where he had to put in 60, 70 hours a week. In the federal government, in the majority of jobs, you're putting in 40 hours and not a minute over unless you're getting overtime. So it depends by agency, but the opportunity for true work-life balance, it exists in the public sector. I largely speak to older individuals because the demographic for this video, for this channel, is 35 and higher, 75% male. I would think that people coming out of college, they would be more interested in a career in the public sector, but they're just not. And the numbers, they speak the same story because the average age of a federal employee is 47 years old. So there are people every day, you know, whether they're in their 20s getting job offers, whether they're in their 60s. I just saw someone last week in their 60s getting a job offer. It doesn't necessarily matter the age, but what it does matter is what's in your resume. Here's another truth. You and me, we're gonna die. We're not gonna be on Earth for very long. Time passes quick. So why not strive for more? More of a challenge, more of an impact. You remember all your bosses? A lot of them, they weren't competent, right? A lot of them were micromanagers. What about you become that supervisor? You become a supervisor, but you do it the right way. You don't do it like the rest of the bosses that you've had throughout your career. You do it differently, and as a result, you're able to impact people. Not just 1, 2, or 3, but dozens, maybe even hundreds. You could have that impact. You can make that decision. You can start going through the actions in order to get to that point. Or you can let another day pass. You can just keep doing what you're doing. If you are looking for a federal government job, then you're in luck. 20,000 new government jobs are coming soon. If you want to know where and what type of jobs these are, then I want you to watch this video next. If you would like to see more videos like this, please click like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.